I think we're back.
I think we're back. I'm not sure. I'm sorry we're all sitting around with dead air right now, folks. We had a little speed bump there.
We did. It's called the internet.
It is.
It says we started a live video.
Yeah, so we're back. We're back.
We're back.
Sorry, guys.
Are we back?
Some of you may need to repost your questions because we've been kind of getting them as best sequentially as we can. And
but we're not keeping up.
well, I don't know about you, but I don't have my history there anymore of what some of the other
I
ones
have the
You do?
history. I have
there
the
we go.
history.
Doing okay. That's good. So we are good. Anyway,
No, I don't.
I was asked as to.
Well, no, Karl.
should I finish your-
He was
yeah, my
telling us
apologies.
it was really cool.
I didn't realize until right before directing Kai that it was an issue, really, that it was a big thing. And especially I think my kid pointed out because there was a rapper that used it.
Oh,
We're talking about 8,000, 9,000?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So basically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the producer pushed for it to be 8,000 in Kai, which hasn't been released.
interesting.
And
I
we were
didn't know
like,
this.
"Are you kidding? People are gonna like hunt
They'll
you
freak
down.
out,
and
yeah.
They're gonna hunt you down." And
The purists
Why would
won't
they
like
say
that.
Why would they do that?
It makes you wonder
What's
sometimes.
the point of having 8 rather than 9?
well,
9
because
is more.
Where did
apparently
the
that
decisions
was
come
the
from?
original, and 9,000 was a mistranslation, and that became a thing.
So the
I did
OJ,
not.
so it was 8,000 in the OJ.
In the OJ, apparently,
Do we
this
have
is what I'm
anybody
told.
who can
Please,
corroborate this?
Yeah,
yeah,
there's-
please do. I've always wanted to
Hi,
have
Nate.
have
Yeah,
the
I
the
know.
jury in on this.
I know. Does anybody out there in knowing more about anime land than we do have any idea whether the original was in fact 8? God, guys, I feel it's gotten very quiet.
It has. I know. Sorry, I'm trying
We're
to get.
all a little bit upset.
Okay.
I've got
8,000, 9,000?
Where's it going?
I don't know.
How does
I
it
don't
feel
know.
being part of everyone's childhood, including mine?
Wow,
Creepy.
honored.
Feels creepy. What? No, I'm kidding.
You know what is really weird for me? Working with a lot of, working at the studio, and I've been there a long time now, there's a lot of the engineers there who watched the cartoons when they were kids. And
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
It's freaking weird. It's
That is
absolutely
really
weird.
cool.
It's amazing.
Makes you feel really old.
I was asked what it was like to play Super Majin Buu, Kid Buu, and the other Buu. I played
All the
Super.
Boos?
Well, I played the two main Boos, Majin, Super Majin Buu, and Kid Buu. Scott McNeil played the Fat Buu. So, what was it like? It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the most hands down vocally demanding roles I've ever played, just for the sheer longevity of the sessions. In the day, we used to run 4 to 6 hour record session blocks, getting many episodes out of the way. And it got to the point where I had to make sure that booking would be on a Friday, so I had 2 days of healing to get my voice back after, like, literally tearing mountains apart. So it was a lot of fun. It was a huge creative process, but yeah, vocally demanding. Woo! To say the least.
That's crazy.
Great time, though.
This just in.
Yep.
Carl, would you like to report?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Somebody-
talk about who
because
gave
somebody
us
has-
this info. I know Munson.
Somebody asked twice about the anime, the dubbing, the scripts for Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
Is that
I
what
thought
you
we were
mean?
talking 8,000, 9,000.
Oh, that's we should finish. Yeah,
Yeah, we should.
Everybody's chimed in. That's 8,000 in the original, which is what I thought,
So,
and what Brian Drummond was. Well, Brian Drummond was
Right.
shooting for 9,000 because that's what
That
was
was.
popular.
yeah, Brian.
But
okay,
the producer
just to
was
say,
saying, well, 8,000 because that was the original. He wanted to fix it.
I've been next to Brian Drummond at a convention, and when he's screaming 9,000,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah, he's.
Oh,
not-
yeah,
Oh, that
he's
was
he's
in
not
the
bleeds,
backing
I
down.
think.
He's not backing down.
No, and I mean,
Not at all. He no holds barred.
So the big question is, should it be amended to be more accurate, or go with the
you
name?
tell us,
I don't know.
everybody.
Why
I
don't
know.
we tell Brian Drummond?
Chime in if you have
We
an
should
answer
get him
to
on the
that.
phone. We should call him.
Hi,
We
Alex.
should just change it. It's
Thanks for
over
joining
42, and just leave it at that.
It's over.
I joined again. Everyone's joined. Welcome back, y'all.
11T.
I hope everyone's back now. I'm just going to
I hope
checking
so,
here.
too.
It seems like it. We've had
I think
answers.
so.
We've had answers to that.
Yeah. So since Kirby Morrow did not get the part of Goku
Yes.
in Kai, did he get any other role? I wondered if he might have voiced Bardock, father of Goku, in the flashback. This is one for Karl.
There we go, Karl.
I don't remember. I don't think he did.
It hurts when we don't remember. Kenny, can you Google that,
I could.
Yeah.
please?
Don't
We're
sweat
gonna
it,
try and find
Munson.
out for
Times
you.
I
four.
don't know who did Bardock. I'm trying to remember now. In Kai.
Nate Munson,
Oh,
we're
it-
just so happy to have you here with us.
Sam Gould has chimed in and says, I have manga somewhere. It's 8,000.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
8,000. Yeah.
The original was 8 or 85, he
But
says.
people
Yeah, I saw.
at conventions across North America are probably screaming 9,000. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well,
What did the Texas cast do?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Michael McConnell, the
Question.
88,
That-
saying original line was over 8,000.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes, I love Stephanie Nadolny too. She is awesome. She's a lot of fun. I've gotten to meet her. See, she was voicing the character while we were still recording up here. Am I right? I think. Or was it after? I don't know, because I know somebody said, hey, I'm Facebook friends with Stephanie Nadolny and she wants to meet you. And I was like, who's that? And they said, she does your character. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And we became Facebook friends and just sort of watched each other's lives, which are sort of parallel. She's a singer as well. But she has blonde hair and I have gray hair. So that's how that went. And I think she might be a little bit younger than me. But she is awesome and so much fun. And we've gotten to meet her at a couple of conventions. Yeah.
Super nice.
Yeah, very nice lady. Yeah.
Mr. Willems, let me rephrase the question.
Yeah, I was just looking at that one.
Do you want to go ahead on that?
I'll do my best. Was
Or
the
brief-
translation for DBZ done by Toei, or did Ocean do the translation in-house? I think typically the translation is done in-house, but with client approval. That's always the case. Almost always the case.
Always client.
So
yeah.
Scripts get done, sent for approval, and then they come back and they're final. So that is how that would have gone, I think. It always is.
But it's still just one of the early stages of tweaking that
Well,
script.
yeah, I mean, then things have to for potentially fit after. But in terms of content,
Yeah.
Yep, yeah,
But
it
we,
would.
I feel like we sometimes would
oh
Don't use
yeah,
that.
I mean,
colloquialize.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably not DBZ because Barry would have come down on something.
Barry.
I don't know. I think there were still a couple moments. For a character like Gohan,
Did they write their own scripts for DBZ?
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Actually,
controversy.
you know what?
Something to think
I
about.
think actually Funimation may have written their own scripts.
Uh-huh.
I'm not 100% sure.
Good question.
It's been too long.
I love it. Melissa, that you used to sneak out at 12 years old to watch DBZ because it only aired at 2 a.m. in the morning. That is the only time it airs, she says. And
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
know this story with you. And now
And
you just
probably
gained even
saw
more
our
respect.
episodes because
Yep.
that's
That is kind of amazing.
that's great. Yeah. Oh, G.I. Joe.
I would really enjoyed
Oh, wow.
recording. I'm just being asked if I enjoyed recording the G.I. Joe Spy Troops Valor versus Venom movies back in the day. And yes, I certainly did. Like, it was cool. We were playing Army. It was great.
Playing armies.
You know, once a man, twice a child factor. I don't know. It's pretty
So
good. though.
crazy.
I like that.
Yeah, there's more confirming the 8,000 in Japanese.
And Michael McArnold is asking you a question there. Do you know who played Cell, Future Trunks, and Krillin in the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Kai?
Ah,
How
good
about
question.
that?
I haven't got that on my fingers.
No
yet.
pressure,
I'm not
Karl.
Doesn't remember.
Yeah,
How's the Googling going, Kenny? Do we have any news?
and the problem is it hasn't been. That hasn't been. If it probably hasn't been released, so
Some information is pretty.
I seem to recall. Oh,
Yep, Drummond also
Krillin.
did the Friday bookings to
who did
recover.
Krillin
Oh,
in Kai?
yes.
Wait a minute.
That's a fine question.
I just want to throw out the name Terry Clausen.
He was the first one,
Okay.
first run,
Yeah.
and then I think it might have been voice matched in the other one, but I don't recall who.
And I'm giving you a shout out that I am impressed, David, because it is 12 a.m. in Tanzania as we speak.
Yeah, yeah.
Huge kudos. Thanks
I am-
for staying with us, my brother.
We're honored. What time
Yeah.
is it, guys?
12:14.
12:14.
Now, are we going to take a break or should we just not take a break?
I don't know. It's so far this stuff's rolling
I'm just
so well.
enjoying these guys.
Let's just
Yeah.
enjoy it for a
Okay.
while.
Well, is Alex, are you here? Are you here? I want to sign your My Little Pony.
You can totally
right
sign
there.
that right
I
now.
know, but I want Alex to be here for that.
Okay, well, we'll wait. We can wait. Is that okay?
Are you here, Alex? If you're here,
You can chime in
send
and
us
then
a
it can happen
sign.
right about
Turn the
now.
lights off or something.
Did the producers of Kai make you change pronunciation of any word? Cyan, for example, could be Saiyan or Cian. Saiyan.
Saiyan is what we were.
I only remember Saiyan,
I hope that was right.
Yeah, Super Saiyan powers.
Well, that's we would have been.
After
question.
Kamehameha,
We wouldn't have been.
I don't
making
know anything.
Well, that was.
Super
I
Saiyan
remember the
powers.
Kamehameha because
Your Super Saiyan powers.
That wasn't our call. That was a producer call.
That was a producer call.
There's no way it wouldn't have.
We
wouldn't
never would have
guessed
let
on
you
that.
down. No.
There's no way.
No.
I mean, I know it's originally a Hawaiian term, I believe.
Yeah, we should have called Hawaii, not the producer.
That's good. We're getting kudos for that one now. That's awesome. For mentioning the 9,000 thing.
Oh, the 9,000.
Sex pictures, pleasure. Yeah,
These things are important.
Yeah.
It's, there's so much that goes into these things. So, yeah, very interesting. Marjorie, thanks for joining us.
Well, there's also such an incredible fandom for Dragon Ball for that franchise. I feel like it goes to the ends of the internet. So many people know so much and are so invested in those characters, are invested in the original Japanese recordings, our recordings, the Texas recordings. Like, it's incredible.
It is.
It's really fun.
Jovan, I'm laughing with your thing. I'm screaming the over 9,000 line. Yes.
Oh, and apparently the person who asked about the Sarah Strange and Richard Goss question didn't lost their connection during that. So.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Shall we reiterate quickly?
Yeah, in a nutshell, it was. It was tough because it was a fairly different voice tone, but we had to match the character, and I think it was just a matter of getting Richard to match it, but then turn it into something that made it his own, and have the spirit of the character. So it was a fair bit of work, but I think it was a really good transition.
Mm-hmm. Them being, different genders would be
yeah.
Talk about handy having the director here for
totally
these
different voices. Oh,
and Sarah having the deeper voice.
Sarah had the deeper voice. That's the interesting thing. Yeah. I was assuming their voices were super different, but it sounds like Richard had to work hard to.
It was the spirit. It was the attitude. That's really what got him the part. Was just he had that Ranma attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Safi got a nice compliment here. Says, "Oh my God, this is from Melissa Gill. She's a good friend. Oh my God, Saffron, I sing too. I'm loving you more.
Oh, let's sing together."
This woman has an incredible voice.
Aw.
And you've got some genes, girl.
There's music in the family.
This, I'm not sure if you all know about who I'm sitting next to here.
You'd have to be Canadian of a certain vintage to
You think so?
Really?
Oh, I think he's fairly well known. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a secret band we're thinking about
It's a
right
secret.
now.
It's so secret.
Super secret. Hey, Karl, can I have my white pen, please?
Yeah.
I don't think Alex is here. I'm devastated.
You're gonna go for it. You can wait a little
Should
longer.
I
It's up to
wait?
you.
Maybe I'll wait
Give it
till
a
1
tiny
because
bit
that's
more.
when I said I would sign
Right.
stuff.
Where are you fans of the DBC abridged series from Lizzie? The
What is
Hedgehog?
that? What is that?
I know, right?
Guys, we're on our break. We're supposed to film a little TikTok.
Okay.
Can I film us right now instead?
Yes.
I don't know how I.
She's allowed to that. Yes, everybody. That's
Let me
okay.
see that. Yeah.
Oh,
You
by the way,
guys
somebody's
separate.
pointing out that Barry was involved in the first 53 episodes and the TV version Tree of Might. That sounds right.
Oh.
Yeah. Little tidbit. Being the engineer at the time, Rob Krang,
Yeah.
and Barry Watson went on a guy trip down to Mexico back in those days.
That's fantastic.
That
It was
is
kinda
hilarious.
nuts.
That's the difference with Barry, right?
That's
that was fun.
No, Barry took us curling for a cast party. He took us curling on the North Shore of Vancouver, and I probably still have a groin injury from that. But it was amazing. I thought curling was going to be very easy.
Yeah.
So did Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we.
Sam Gold's asking, saying, wasn't Barry only involved with like season 1 or something? And
And then somebody after said the first 53, so I think that
Feels like he was involved forever.
He was involved a lot.
He came up here.
Yeah.
He had a place here that he was at regularly.
Just on the
He
North
came
Shore.
to see me sing in a lounge.
Yeah, I went with him.
Yeah,
We went
like
with,
we had good times with Barry.
Yeah, well, say that
He's a
trip to
good guy.
Mexico was insane. It was
What?
fun.
you can't beat that, really. And it's very rare in this industry that all of a sudden you can
Barry
go
was
there,
fluent Spanish,
normally.
and Rob and
What?
I weren't.
That's great.
And Barry took the opportunity to just screw around with us all the time.
That's fantastic.
But-
I could only imagine what he would do.
But
He's a
Barry was
character.
a cheap drunk, which was fun for us. So
Oh, you took full advantage of that, didn't you?
hilarious.
Have another tequila,
Do
Barry.
you know that at KamehaCon I got to go out for dinner with Barry Watson?
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I got to hang with him in the restaurant that time, which was very nice.
Yeah.
That was him and his
He's
wife.
such
It
a
was
great
wonderful.
guy.
Wonderful people.
That was in April.
Oh, just
End of
recently.
April.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him, I think he was up here.
Yeah.
I think he was best man at Terry's wedding.
Oh my gosh!
He and Krillin,
Okay, all
Laura
right.
Watson and Krillin are super good buds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am being asked for a while now for if Sam Gould 53 can I do a globber in time? Well, of course I can. Come on, man, Stick, let's get out of here. It is clobbering time. Boomsticks.
That was a big one.
That was. I'm sorry, it was a little bit loud. I think I may have spent.
Poor Kenny.
Kenny, he's got a new hair pocket.
They call it a spit take.
Yeah. There's your clobbering time. He came in season 2. What have we got else here?
How do I do this TikTok thing? Okay.
How can it be done?
We're just gonna take a quick second here. Hey TikTok, here we are. We're live on here. Here's our
Hello.
It's Karl.
Hi.
Karl Willems, voice director. And it's
Hey, TikTok. How's it going? Brian Dobson here.
Brian Dobson, voice actor. This is amazing. We've got people on our live and we've got Kenny in the house.
Hey.
Kenny
And
is
an audience
helping us
over
with
there. The
everything.
audience.
Yeah, he's helping us with everything technical, and he's a moderator. And Rita's a moderator online, and we just feel super happy to be here. We've got these little prints and things and
Little ones
toys
and big
to
ones.
sign, and we got special pens to sign them
Pops.
with. Hang out with us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anime.time.machine. Okay, bye.
Nicely done. Did you see what she just did?
I really killed it. No. I hate doing that stuff because I'm not naturally funny. So, okay. All right, we're done. That is enough of that. TikTok, I love you, but we're done.
Sally, they want.
I'm going to get back on our live here. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of Dragon Ball casting.
Questions?
No, not questions.
Was Sam Vincent
Statements, so they're
Kai
probably
or
right.
as Krillin? Maybe it says just a theory. I can't remember.
Oh,
if
just a
Sammy
few,
was
yeah. I
possibly. I don't.
think so.
Someone hit the credits quick.
Crap, now I gotta ask.
I
I'm
need
gonna
to
find that
charge.
out.
It says 6 pictures saying our theory was Sam Vincent was Krillin, so it could be.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Sammy will be like, "What do you call Dobson? You should know this."
I'm
You
gonna
should.
talk to the casting people and find out.
Oh, I know Alistair Abel. Yeah, played Future Trunks and
Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
I remember
Dale
Al,
Wilson played Cell.
I remember Al doing Trunks, but was that in original run or was it both? I'm not sure.
I think the original run.
Well, original, I think for sure. I remember that.
Kenny, can I borrow your charger, please?
Hey, Kenny. I got a charger here. Actually, don't worry about it, Kenny. Do you need a standard charger? Like iPhone? Let me give you this. We're just charging
Sorry,
stuff. left,
it's
right.
embarrassing.
No,
I want
it's
to be
not.
able to
Coming
read
at
everybody's
you, Seth.
comments.
Coming at you.
My iPhone 8 is floundering.
Is it floundering?
Yes, thank you.
What else we got here? Future Trucks, blah, blah, blah. It's past 9 o'clock in the evening here in Serbia. I showered her.
I'm
Right, Jovan. Yeah, buddy.
I'm super impressed with you
Jovan.
people who it's 9 and 2 in the morning for.
Yeah, no doubt.
We feel honored.
Thanks for joining, Natalie Dimples.
So apparently,
Yes.
Alistair was in the original.
Yes, that makes sense.
Wow, this is all coming down here. I'm trying to keep my eye on the line over the screen here, but I'm looking down because I got so many.
I know.
Stuff is coming
I think
in.
I finally caught up.
Is there a chance you ever dub the newest series, Dragon Ball Super? What is there a chance?
That is for
Ocean could,
people that aren't me to decide.
but we'll let you make the decision, Karl. If you like.
I'm sure. I'd love to. I would
We would like
absolutely
that
love
too.
to, but yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
that's politics that I'm not involved in. Politics and economics.
Politics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, we love to.
Oh man, that
I
sucks.
miss that universe.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody that's just chiming in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hello if you just joined us. Welcome to the dark side. Black Widow's voice from The Punisher.
Oh, Joanne, really appreciate it, buddy. This is
I've got to start looking up
You're on
lines
fire.
to bring with me because I'm trying to remember something iconic that she would say. She was of Russian.
how do we
descent.
pronounce this name here?
And
Oh, God.
how do you pronounce? Oh,
Yelena Akers?
is that
Yelena?
Jalen?
Yelena Seth?
Jalen Seth Akers? That's what I see. Or Yelen.
And I hate
Jalen.
mispronouncing
I think it's Jalen.
stuff,
I
but
think
it's
it's
with some of these
Kind of depends.
exactly where the
Where
cut
you
is
are.
because it's all. But I enjoy your work, Brian. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
It has been one heck of a run. Thanks for chiming in. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you too, Jovan. Really appreciate it. You guys, some of the best fans out there.
If we take a
Love my
break,
Super
I'm
Boo.
gonna get
Yeah,
lines.
Super Boo.
Yeah, Super Boo. Go Super Boo. I don't want to make you do that voice, but would you do that voice?
I would do that voice anytime someone asks. I made Gohan cookie cutter for my science class. You've got a Gohan cookie cutter out there.
I do.
That's
I
awesome.
know he was talking about it, but I was so excited. See, this 3D printer thing is amazing. You guys,
Inuyasha actor number 3.
if I get this cookie cutter soon, I'm going to make Christmas Gohan cookies.
And I'll be first in line.
You guys can have some Gohan cookies.
Oh,
Wow.
there's a good job on the dub of Death Note. So that's for
Good
all three of
job.
us, really. 'Cause
Good job.
We were all involved in
That's
that.
true. I was just, I was a very minor character.
Well, weren't you weren't you a sort of a major character in a small portion?
Yeah.
And Brian, you were one of the cops, right?
I was a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were sort of omnipresent.
Bowlies.
But yeah, that was a really fun show to do.
It was a really interesting show.
Dark, but it was a
So
great
dark,
story.
but yeah.
A great storyline
Great experience.
Yeah.
to voice.
Yeah. I want to watch that again.
Yeah.
Portrayal of Might, Ian Corlett dubbed Goku for the TV broadcast, and Peter Calamus dubbed the video DVD release.
Ah.
And I appreciate that, Jovan, for your appreciation of my work with Red Alert and Principal Patrick and Flint. Trifactor. Thank you. Muchos appreciendo.
How is Scott McNeil? I haven't seen Scott in a little while. Have you guys seen Scott?
Not in a
I
while.
miss Scott. I miss Scott
I
McNeil.
miss Scotty because he's kind of like family to us. We call him the other Dobson, the brother from another.
The we now when we record, even if it's on a prelay thing where there would be normally a big group of people, it's either small groups or one at a time because of COVID.
We just learned something about you, Saffron.
What?
You're often doing voice impressions on TikTok.
What? Don't follow me on TikTok. Do not follow me.
Oh, I love it already. Barry did direct Funimation actors as well, correct? Yes.
Yeah, I think I did. That sounds right.
Then after that, yes, of course, Chris Sabat, director. What a great guy. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Hey, Sparkle Energy is going to take your class, your dubbing class.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll see you.
Thank you. And she says, "Hi, Kenny."
Hi, Jen.
You can poke your head on the light.
Yeah, by any time.
Hi, Jen.
Here's Kenny.
We need to acknowledge Kenny here. He's done an amazing job.
Kenny is,
Sam Gould, thank you, Brian. Hey, anytime, my pleasure. Ooh, that was loud. It was loud. I hope I didn't blow people's speakers if we had it too loud there.
we just all quaked with impressiveness.
So for Saffron as Kid Cuckoo, can I hear, Masenko Ha as Gohan? I don't know, Masenko Ha as Gohan?
Yeah, sure you can.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember the movement.
Was there a movement too?
I think there was.
She's good.
There was something. I need video. Roll the clip. There's no clip. Okay.
Thanks for the follow, Melissa. Appreciate it.
But maybe I'll go Masenko Ha.
Boomsticks.
Except imagine the ha going
I think that may have been louder than Ben. I'm just
10
saying.
more seconds.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry about your
More
ears.
speaker damage. There's the cookie cutter for science class.
Yep. Which Goku was
You
Richard
are with
Ian
us in spirit.
Fox's
This
iteration
way,
closest
much
to.
appreciated.
Yeah, that's
I know he's naturally higher pitch, Richard Ian Cox, but did he pitch upward to Nozawa or decide to go lower register like Ian Corlett? Aha.
Vincent Tong.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Inuyasha actor.
Hey.
Yeah. So
I've been asked for
what's
a
the
special
answer?
request.
I'm not sure.
What? Tell me. What is the answer to which?
The pitching of the voice.
Oh,
right?
Again, I think it was more an attitude thing. It
really?
was more of a character match, and more than literal voice match.
Yeah.
I think that's the answer on that one. Again, it's been a while.
There you have it.
For
From
something
the director's mouth.
It's been a while, and that would have been a pretty nuanced thing. But I think it would have been more of a character
Yeah, makes sense.
attitude,
Yeah.
which really, in the long run, I think matters the most. I mean, sounding like somebody is one thing, but actually being believable as a character is something
Big time.
else.
Yeah.
Totally.
Selling
That's
it, right?
really the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because voice
Well
matching
said.
is unfortunately something that happens in the anime world. people move or move on or aren't available when things come back years
Or
later.
they cost too much money.
Or whatever,
Too
yeah.
much money.
And voice matching, yeah, you want to ideally voice match seamlessly, but that rarely is the case.
Yeah.
And it's sounding like somebody and being like somebody are two different things. There's some people who great voice matches, but the performance just isn't a match.
That doesn't hit the mark, right?
So you want both, but I think you kind of have to. It's a little often a bit of a compromise. I think performance should trump.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good answer. Yeah, for
So
sure.
someone is asking what you think it takes to be a voice director. What you would have to do. What you would have to do to be a
Being
voice
in the right place at the right time, and I guess being decent at it, that helps. But
So where did
That
where
helps
did
a
you
lot.
come from as far as that? Did you come from acting or technical or what was your
I wasn't an actor, and I'm not an actor. Technical. I was. I started out as an engineer, recording engineer, and then sort of fell into it pretty quickly too. Mm-hmm. I was mostly just sort of filling in and then filling in more and more than direct.
Did you engineer at Ocean at all
Oh, yeah.
before?
Oh, yeah.
The way back in the day.
insane.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. It was even a whole different
Different setup,
system they
right?
had.
Yeah.
It was before Pro Tools, so
That's pretty amazing.
Oh my
That,
gosh,
that's
you
a
were
story all its
cutting
own.
tape.
not tape, but it was remember the
Screaming at the tape.
old. It was the DAR, the old digital workstation, the British machine.
Oh my gosh.
They were amazing. I love them, but they were
Oh.
they were expensive and they were trucks.
Bulky.
Bulky, yeah, and finicky. They crashed a lot.
I think I remember crash
They were
days.
fun. They were good.
Crash.
I remember the
Yeah.
crash days.
I
Yeah, there
remember
was like, oh, we got to
stuff.
crash.
Oh, yeah.
We had some time.
Yeah, that was
So it does bring back memories. That's a long.
Yeah.
But there's no one way. I mean, a lot of a lot of directors were actors, or
Yeah.
sometimes it's like I say Barry did Dragonball Z,
Yeah.
producers.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no one sort of.
Was he
channel.
really the director though? I thought you were still directing.
No, this is after I think down in Texas.
Oh, he was directing it in Texas.
That's
I
what
get
somebody
it.
said, and I think that's true.
I get it.
I think that's right. It's personality. It's just being able to really voice direction is being able to work with the actors and be able to get what's needed out of them,
Yeah.
technically and artistically. So it's really a personality thing, and being able to work in that environment with the engineer on a schedule, and
No kidding, huh?
Yeah.
that's really what it comes down to. So there's no one discipline that is best to draw from.
And there's managing the client too, right?
That's a whole.
That's a
Yeah.
big part of it, I'm sure. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's the part
Especially
I'm
if it's
least
a
good at.
difficult client, you know. I'm
No,
sure.
I think you've done pretty well with that. I really do.
That's the toughest part. Put it that way. That's the
bet.
toughest part.
I bet it is.
I've been
It's
asked
the
to
same
do.
with-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Let's say same with voice acting. In my experience over the years, there's no one. Like it's not like the best TV people make the best, translate to the best voice actors, or theater people, or,
Right.
or stage. There's people from all sort of other avenues who get into voice acting who are succeed. Mm-hmm. There's no one right sort of way to come at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's got their own path, really. And that's why I always find it interesting when students are getting into this to work with different people that have made success at doing this, because you'll find different paths of which are available to you to kind of create your own road, And I think it's a good thing to do.
Oh, somebody asked me, what was it like directing Black Lagoon? I didn't direct Black Lagoon.
I was in it though.
I was too.
I've got a request to do a shout out for now. Is it Yelanis? Again, Yelanis Akers. I don't want to botch the way I'm saying it, but whatever the case, it's a super boo call out. Boo want cookie. Boo get cookie now. Okay. Was a pleasure. Oh, thanks.
Brad kills it as
Yeah,
light.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
He does. He really does.
What's that?
In Death Note.
Yeah, I would say Brad Swale on that
Oh,
show. He
as
was,
light? Yeah.
He was so into that. He would come to session like with all kinds of notes and ideas, and which isn't usually usually it's like that's the director.
Oh yeah.
But Brad was he was just so
He's also
into that, and he did such a great job.
He's a really good artist as well. Like he did this commission for
Brad
me.
is an artist.
Oh, is that Brad?
Isn't that
And
neat?
we would do a lot of cons where he would show up and have a commission, like an original piece of art that he did in oil or whatever he decided, acrylics, whatever. And he would donate it for charity auction. And those paintings that he would give of anime characters and whatnot would go off. It was such a cool thing to see. Super great guy, very charitable and very talented. Mm-hmm. Hey, Brad.
And, Loves Darkness is saying, I was watching Death Note recently, not ready for the last 2 episodes. LOL. Not ready.
Not ready.
Yeah, as in, haven't been able to watch them, or not ready for what happened.
I think not ready for what's about to happen, not ready for it to be over.
Yeah, that's sort of my first.
Sounds like appreciation.
Don't sweat it with the autographs. It's okay.
I don't seem
to.
to.
Still like chatting. Well, he's just saying,
Yeah, I don't seem to recall it end happily, but And when it's a show called Death
I
Note.
want to sign something, guys. I want to sign my Auntie Lofty and my Sky Wishes. Is it rude of me to sign early?
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll
Well,
put it down. I'll put
Or
it
maybe
down.
not.
We'll still hang tight. You never know. If it chimes in at the right
hang
time,
tight.
that would be, I'm sure.
It's for Alex, but I don't know if Alex ordered it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alistair Abel was also an ace from G.I. Joe. Yes, he was.
Was
Good old label.
Scott in Dragon Quest? Was he not in Dragon Quest? Scott.
Don't think so. I directed the first few of those, or first bunch. Mm-hmm. And then, not lately.
Jalen, you're
Probably shouldn't be saying
amazing.
Transform and roll out. Or transform and roll out. That's for you, Yvonne.
I like that.
Here's a question. Hey, Karl, do you think it's possible to get somebody at Ocean to put a clip of Ocean Kai online somewhere? That's something, being that it's technically not our property. That would be like, there's, to put it mildly, there's no way in hell they would do that just because of rights and, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think Ocean steers clear of any sort of misappropriation of the material. Yeah.
They're huge on the secrecy and protecting
NDAs.
the client's property, and fair enough, right?
Why don't you just tell us some secrets about Ocean then? Let's
No.
go.
Well,
okay, here we go.
Actually, let's get Karl a drink. Do we have a drink?
I've got a bottle of vodka.
I mean, where the bodies are
Carl,
No.
Sparkles Energy has sent says, Carl, I can't wait to take your prepaid class at OTM in June.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Brian and Saffron, you rock. Hi, Kenny. You got a shout out.
Yeah. I think we already did that.
Yeah, are you going to be in person or online for that class? I think is
that's
that
a
a
good
class
question.
where they're doing both?
That's a fine question.
I haven't done one in a long time, so I'm not sure how they're doing it. I think I've heard they're doing it that way.
I want to take your class.
I'm getting
I
asked.
want to take your class.
We all want to. We want to
I
in
need
Carl's
a
class now.
refresher, and I need
forget how-
Karl to
You're
teach
starting
it.
something.
That's at On the Mic, and On the Mic training is where we do some teaching here and there. And Carl's got so it is an actual ADR dubbing.
No,
class.
it's the prelay class.
It's the prelay.
Yeah,
That's
do the
easier
prelay
to do
class.
online. I was like, how are you gonna do
It is.
that?
Dubbing would be tougher, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I could use a prelay brush up. I'm going to sign up. I wonder if I get a discount for being an instructor or not.
Think
You
about
just
that.
you just lean on Mike. You can threaten Mike, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
got his number.
Yeah, absolutely. You can take him.
Oh, totally.
Mr. Dangerfield.
Yeah,
Mike, if you're out there, I will never
you-
harm you.
but she could.
I've been asked if I could do a Skeletor. A quick
Trapjaw, you metallurgical miscreant. Get me that ambrosia, and now. And while you're at it, finish that He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Kamehameha! I had to. Sorry,
blasted
everybody.
out. I love that. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it was good.
I
It was good.
interrupted.
No, it was good. It needed.
I felt like you
it.
needed to be taken care of.
Well, you Dragon Balled me
You got some
right out of Eternia.
You got
Thanks for
some
that.
good villain voices. We just did what they call a mashup.
Woo!
There's a couple of mentions for Pauline Newstone as Frieza, who was amazing.
Amazing.
She has a phenomenal voice. And then Peter Kalamis at matching. Yeah, the yells.
Yeah.
He was great too, yeah.
You know what? Linda Young, a Texas actress, recorded it down
Pleasure.
there. Frieza. She's really
Oh,
nice.
I bet.
We got to meet her in Texas. She's
Oh,
a
nice.
lovely person. Yeah, really nice lady.
What would someone have to do to be a voice director?
We already did that.
You did, didn't
we
you?
are so
I'm-
behind in the chat.
I'm trying to lag. I'm trying to catch up with everything here. Okay.
And is Brad also a musician?
Yes. I believe Brad is a drummer, if I stand correct.
Thank you, Rita.
Oh, yeah, I think a really good drummer.
Yeah, he's quite good. I think we may have jammed before, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm a guitarist as well,
Yeah.
and this guy plays bass and guitar.
It's insane.
Carl and I are
That's
threatening each other to have a
Next
jam
time
session.
we do a live, we're all going to have our gear hooked up.
Yeah, because there's room.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
problem.
Yeah, I'm still trying.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling up here. Was Scott in Dragon Quest?
We already did that one.
You did, didn't you? Okay, sorry.
Kenny, can you keep us current? We have problems.
I'm scrolling as fast as I
Oh,
can.
guys, has anyone met Lisa Ann Belay by any chance? Once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was here for years and years. Worked with her tons over the years.
I know. Where is she now?
Her and Jonathan moved to Washington D.C., I believe,
Oh.
because she got a really good opportunity, and I forget exactly what it was for.
We got,
I want to say it was at a university.
oh, that's so
Don't quote me
cool.
on that. Yeah,
Don't quote.
yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, she met her many times. She was fantastic.
Yeah, she was wonderful. A warm person.
Yep.
Yeah. And obviously intelligent, even without knowing what the university offer.
Did you get the question of what was your favorite moment doing Vicky from Card Captors?
Oh, God. There were so many. What was your favorite moment of Vicky from Card Captors?
Ooh,
That's what I
good.
want.
I love it. I love it.
It's just... Yeah, Card Captors. So, yeah, somebody was talking about that the
Yeah.
other day. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Carl, what was it like directing Maison Ikoku?
I just saw that. That was great. That was a great show. I love
Right.
that
That
show.
was so fun,
Just
that
finished
show.
the series. You're such an amazing show. Yeah,
It
months
was
and times before.
nutty.
Go ahead.
That went on for. We did a run of that, and then it was on production hiatus for a long time, and then it came back for another run. I really liked that show. I really did. It was fun. That was Hamtaro. The
Kentaro.
little. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
a singing eater.
We used to refer to it because of the whole the way it was sort of framed story wise was a misunderstanding that would turn into other things. It was Three's Company, the animated series.
It was very
That's
similar,
awesome,
yeah.
yes.
Kind of, but it was fun. It was really great. Ellen Kennedy was excellent.
Yeah, that was a really fun show.
Yeah.
That's awesome, David. You're currently voicing there in Tanzania. So
Hey, that's so cool.
I love hearing that.
You want me back as young Gohan? Make it so.
I love Black Lagoon too, Melissa. It's so good.
Black
Oh, I've never
Lagoon is a
sworn so much.
little edgy.
It was a little edgy. I've never.
It's a little.
Yeah, a lot of verbal diarrhea.
Of all the dubbing work that I've done, I think that was the most.
Yeah.
And yes, we know
Offside.
Ellen Kennedy as well. She's a sweetheart.
She's lovely.
She's
yeah.
fantastic.
She's
Worked with
also
her
a
many
singer.
times.
Also a singer. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful singer.
Jazz singer. I went to go
Yeah.
see her at a lounge.
What?
Yeah.
I love her. She's amazing. Okay. My bad, Karl. Could have sworn you were the director for Black Lagoon.
No,
Everyone,
I wasn't.
You
I
just
wanted to
assume
be.
it, wouldn't you?
Why?
I wanted to be.
Why
That's
wouldn't
pretty
he
much
be?
everything. So you,
Frickin' Terry Snellgrove.
Oh,
Snellgrove!
really? I don't
Yeah.
even remember. Oh,
Yeah, I think it was Terry.
well, thanks for being easy on us, I should say,
No.
Ellen. I think it's for
James
James
mispronouncing.
that's who was in
Corgle!
James Corgle.
Cargill, right?
That's right.
Yes, it was James. Yeah.
It was James.
Then he moved on to Slugterra or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, James. I remember that show. That was pretty crazy.
Crazy, isn't
It
it?
was the ones that I would have. It was that and all the Gundam shows that I think he did the first one. They decided, well, we should keep him in on. We should keep him doing it.
Right.
So I never got to do a single Gundam series.
No Gundam?
And how many did we do there at that studio? You
I
were.
feel
Why?
like there was a
Each of
video
you.
I don't even know.
game and a,
Yeah.
I think I was involved in the video game, but not. Any
Oh,
of
really?
the-
I did a ton of Gundam.
Yeah.
I feel like I did
was
most
great.
of my Gundam away from Ocean at Westwood,
Oh, okay.
and that was Rob directing, was it?
Oh,
not?
did he do some of those too?
Rob Bakewell, you're right.
Rob
What?
Bakewell.
And I didn't get to do that. Oh, son of
I just like, what?
I know. I don't understand what is the strategy when they don't use you on something.
Thanks, you
It honestly often comes down to just availability.
Well, because
Maybe. I mean, and if everything else being equal, if it's, but yeah.
Sparkle Little Energy is doing a class with you in person. Carl?
in person.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Oh, in
great.
person.
In person
Nice.
is so good. It's way better, I think.
Well, I
than
guess I better
online.
hurry up and actually tell them I'm doing the class because they asked me like months ago and I never actually responded.
Oh,
I better tell them.
Oh shoot.
I'm being asked if I had a favorite role. That's a tough one because there's been so many over a lifetime of doing that. But of course, Skeletor, Ben, Red Alert.
Keep them coming.
Oh, a strange one from Trouble Chocolate. Professor Big Bang. No one
I
knows
was
it.
just thinking about Trouble Chocolate.
You were on that too.
I
yeah.
was. I
Did
don't
you
know.
do
I
it?
feel like I was almond and I was
that was
green
Bakewell.
tea.
That's right.
I don't remember. I think almond was a little boy. Maybe.
Oh.
You guys, I'm so sorry. I need to do more homework because that was
it's tough.
that was a fun show. But we condense all of it, right? So we're recording like episodes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Then we walk away and we come back next week and record episodes at a time.
Well, and you might be doing consecutive shows. Do you come in 1 week for one show, another week for a
Oh,
different
that
show?
happens a lot. They overlap.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah. What show and what's my line?
Yeah.
what world am I in?
Hello,
Yeah.
who am I? Thanks for checking out my website, Yvonne. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it because that was some work getting that together.
Yeah, your
You did it,
website is
Saffron?
fluid.
Yay. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Squarespace.
What is the best part about voice acting?
Oh, gosh, you could go on.
Yeah,
with
my
this one.
guess, not being a voice actor, would be usually somewhere between 9 to 5 and not getting rained on. Maybe
There's a strong
Yeah.
part of it there.
not being on set, not having to travel to the ends of the earth.
It's just this place where you can go in this creative world of where you often get a chance to make a decision as to where you're going to go. And if clients like where you go and you get it, it's very gratifying having the chance to voice these characters and lift them from the page and try and give them life.
That's the most fun.
It is, absolutely, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just,
Bringing them to
And this
life.
came up the other day. Unlike a lot of other things, voice acting, well, it's just voice recording, the whole thing. It happens fairly quickly, so
yes.
you're not waiting a long time like
No,
film
you
and
don't
TV
lose your
or-
motivation.
Yeah.
You don't have to stand in the light for
You're-
4 hours while they get the shot.
It's like you're not stuck on stage where if you screw up your line, everybody sees it.
Oh,
you
God,
get the
no.
redo.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're not waiting around like on a film set.
And you don't have to memorize any lines. They're right there.
Yeah.
It's funny, actually. I
Thank
have
you,
a lot of
Mr.
people just
McDonald.
like, how do you get off book with this stuff? And it's just like, thankfully, we don't have to be off book with
Yeah.
this.
How do you remember all those lines?
Yeah.
But you know what I do try to do?
Really well?
Is every line, every cue I get, I try to get a visual memory of each one that I do. So I'm not looking at the script. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the time code and I'm seeing the mouth flaps that I'm having to sync, right? So there is a bit of an art to eventually just doing a quick flash photograph of the page to get, because I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes I can't do that, and I'm reading it.
Yeah.
It's like a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
From point, you get 3 beeps out of the gate, and you got to try and tie up the sync from start A to
Yeah.
to the end. For the best part, if you can take a visual photograph of that, it's really
That's
effective
huge.
to get through it.
As
If
the
you're
voice-
reading, then it's a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, as the voice director, I can definitely say that that's something I always tell people who are learning. It's try and memorize the line as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because then you're
Huge
actually watching the
difference.
screen and
Yes.
you're tailoring your performance.
Yes.
I mean, the director's job is to help do that. But if you're there, we can just make it that much better.
Completely.
Yeah,
It
it's
is such a
true.
team effort between engineer, director, talent to come up with a final result in the end of any one ADR session. So
Yeah.
there's definitely an art there.
Yeah. But as Karl has said many times, we're making AD art.
Oh!
Seriously.
I think I did.
He
coin
did
it.
say that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
Yeah. There was a good solid year or two.
AD art.
where we
Yeah,
did
AD art.
Yeah. Yeah, those good times.
Well, let's have a moment of silence with that.
Oh. Ocean
Oh, I'm not paying attention here. Okay, hold on. What's going on down here?
More than the Funimation cast?
Aw.
We have a Lito card shout
Jalen,
out.
you are. That is. Well, we certainly had a great time. We really did. We respect the Texas cast very much. And Funimation originally was up here with us. That was Barry.
Crazy,
He was
huh?
Funimation. And then it became more budget friendly for him to not keep traveling to Vancouver, I think.
Yeah, and just
And-
politics. too,
Yeah,
or,
and
There's a lot
politics
there.
and
That's a lot.
unions and all those things.
Yeah, all that stuff that is out of our hands.
That will drive away a client.
That is hilarious. Sam Gold
Or
says-
drawing a client.
Or drawing a client.
Or drawing. Super Boo's a guitarist? Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a whole mess of instruments just...
You should
yeah,
see.
you should see the
Few
other
feet
room,
over that
baby.
way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe we'll take a tour later.
I'm planning to steal at least one on my way out.
Oh, the
Right.
guitars? The guitars? I'm trying to get Karl in on a jam here so we can do some shredding. Yes, I like playing guitar.
Yeah.
Could you ever get Ken Morrison to do an interview in live stream?
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know.
Would he do that?
I don't know. That
These things are always possible.
I
Who
think
knows?
that might be
I'm not
like-
going to say no.
which one of the 7 signs would that be? I think it might be number 4.
Oh,
don't think-
impressive. Impressive. Okay, Saf, what do you like about Dragon Ball the most?
I think I like I love the drawing. I love
Yeah, the art is pretty crazy.
It's really neat.
And the color.
I really like, I love the drawing, the color. But I also like the levity because there is drama, but there's always an undercurrent of humor and of not taking ourselves too seriously, even though we're tough and we're fighting to the death. And that was both the case in the booth and on the screen, I feel. Am I right?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed
Great
it.
show for that. Great show for that. Sort of hits all the notes, if you know what I mean.
Somebody mentioned here that Lee Tokar was Frieza in Dragon Ball Kai, which I didn't know if that was a known thing or not, but yes, he was, and he was awesome.
No kidding, right?
He was excellent.
I
I loved it.
feel like I didn't know that.
In fact, there's a couple moments, I remember little things that he improvised that were just like my favorite.
I can only
moments of all
imagine.
that.
I can only like that's the magic of those sessions when the improvisation happens and something unscripted comes out that actually works better. And those are that's
There was one little moment that just had us like in tears laughing where I think Frieza was in his little hovermobile and he had to like, some evil villainous thing and he zipped off.
Yeah.
And Lee did a little, had happy to destroy you all. Then he went zoom.
I love it.
And it
stayed
stayed in.
almost.
It stayed in and it was freaking fantastic.
Of course it did. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the magic of these sessions that sometimes true magic just pops out when it wasn't even on the page, and that's pretty cool.
And it lives on.
In case you can't tell, Lee Tokar is a force of nature, and trying to direct him is kind of like trying to like grab onto a wild stallion, and
I can only imagine. Hold him, we've got him. There's a question here for you, Karl. And did you direct The Metal Idol?
Yeah. that's
Okay,
cool.
what was
Way
it
back.
like
Metal
voice directing
Idol?
Key, The Metal Idol, by Munson times 4?
What was it like? Wow. I'll tell you something about that show. It was fun. It was great. It was a really cool show. Interesting about that show is what happens in shows in general in anime is you have your core cast, and then there'll be secondary characters that show up, and oftentimes if they're just sort of relatively minimal line count, you get somebody else to do it. One of the core cast to do another voice, and it usually works out okay. And in that show, on the script, and we had very little guidance in this. We didn't know where it was going because we didn't have all the scripts at once. There was the villain, voiced by John Novak.
Oh, John.
Yeah, and then there were his staffers A, B, and C, and it's like we sort of like, well, just they're throwaways. Give one to so and so. Warren did one.
Little toss-outs?
Yeah, they had like maybe a line or two per episode at first, and then by the end, they all had like line counts of like 30 and 40. It's like,
Principal character.
principal
tiles.
character.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, why didn't you let us know?
That's happened to me in certain animes, whereas I thought
Yeah.
it was an incidental being thrown at me, and
I
it turned
know.
out to be a big partner.
They can literally have, names like Trigger 14. And
Yep.
Well,
next thing you know, you're...
There was a certain show, and I bet you some of you know what this is. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Where, and again, we don't have all the materials ahead of time. It's being translated. We don't necessarily know what is going to, how it's going to
Yeah.
play out. And there was a certain show where we cast this young, hot-headed villain, Andrew Francis,
Oh!
and it was fantastic.
Of Chesapeake Shores.
And then we found out much later on, toward the end, that, it's actually a girl in disguise. Thank you for letting us know that.
It's Surprise!
Thank you. Would have been a nice little thing to know, a few
Voiceover's
months-
like a
yeah.
box of chocolates. You
Yeah.
never know what you're gonna get.
So that was being caught out, but it wasn't our fault.
That's
That
too
is
funny.
really funny. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Did Don Brown play any characters in Dragon Ball Kai? I don't know.
Kai, I don't know about
I don't
He
know.
did-
I
well,
can't
he
answer
was,
that.
oh crap, I'm forgetting his name. Yeah, I mean he was the. Oh crap, I'm forgetting the character's name on the planet, the trainer. I'm going to say the wrong thing.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
That'll save you at this point.
Yeah.
Mr. Willems, how was the feeling to direct the first theatrically released film of Mamoru Hosoda?
Best of luck.
Pause.
What? Show? Was it an English name?
Mamoru Hosoda.
I'm gonna.
All right.
Be
All
honest.
right.
What is that?
This is challenging.
Is that
stage.
where there was probably an English name that?
Oh, Melissa said knowing in capital letters. Yeah. She was great. She was one of the more natural characters that I've been able to voice. It's not the sound of a rodent or a little boy. So she was really a nice break for me in a lot of ways. And she had a romantic storyline. Not as romantic as Oxnard and Pepper, but romantic.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Summer Wars. That wasn't. That was Summer Wars. That wasn't us. That was the. Are you thinking of the same director? Was it The Girl Who Left Through Time? Was it the same?
Oh, I think
Well, Summer Wars was another. I've seen it, but I didn't direct it,
Loving the Hearts here.
which is a shame because it was really good.
You directed The Girl Who
Yeah.
Left Through Time,
Is that
though.
the one you're asking about? Am I making a mistake here?
You
I
tell
just-
us.
I think that is correct.
I
Yeah,
wish.
The Girl Who Left Through Time was a unique one because that was a different feel from anything I'd ever really done before at that point, and it was really interesting. It was just a very. I know, like the girl who played the lead. I can't remember her name, but
Yeah.
she'd never done voice before. She was an actress, but never done voice acting. And it was her, but it really worked with that sort of that uncertainty and that innocence.
Yeah.
You were on that one, right, Brian? Does
Yes.
that ring a bell? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you were one of the
I can't remember,
remember
what it was, but I know it was
ball
in there.
players, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
it
know.
was.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
A while
one.
back.
It was.
That
I
was-
really liked it. It just that.
And one of the few that I actually watched the final product after.
It was beautiful. It was a really beautiful. Just I remember
Just so well done.
The soundscape, the space, and I think that's the Japanese directors.
Yeah.
His hallmark, that feel
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
of just place,
Beautiful.
which was really nice. So
I wish I could get more ocean actors out to LA conventions. Yes, Alex Walker Smith. I would like
Here we are.
to head out to.
Same
I usually,
time zone. Should be simple.
Yeah, I used to go to PowerCon a lot for He-Man and whatnot too, but I would like to kind of hit up an anime con of some kind. So if there's some recommendations, send them our way.
Yeah,
or at
Anime
least shout
Time
out.
Machine is like a little package that you can bring, and we'll do panels in our PJs.
We got some ideas.
We've
Yeah,
got great ideas. We're building a time machine. We'll bring that with us.
like that.
Oh, what's that? The dynamic. Yeah, we are talking shop. Pardon us.
Yeah,
We're definitely.
Oh my
talking
gosh,
shop.
what
are
we
we
do.
ever?
It is what we do, and
I mean, unfortunately for you guys, what you don't see is a whole lot that goes on in between takes and behind the scenes. And
yeah,
there's a lot of outtakes
that's
from
what
shows.
has bonded us.
That's why it's so important that you're here, because if anyone could really lean on what has happened behind
Oh
those
my
walls,
gosh,
Yeah.
the
it's
outtakes.
Karl Willems.
Yeah, the outtakes,
The outtakes
beautiful,
are
beautiful
ridiculous.
outtakes, and the things that go on, the pranks and stuff.
Oh, I know.
The pranks are.
I remember
great.
one of my favorite outtakes from Hamtaro was yours. Well, several. Like most of them are not
We
repeatable.
really let go. We really did let go.
Some are not repeatable. Like
No.
most.
I know. And I didn't ask permission. Like I would just.
Oh, you just do it.
As
She
most
just
I would
does
just.
it.
It was just my first take.
You roll a take and then it
Be my first take.
peeks off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
so-
it's nice to shock the director.
Well, no, it's
Oh,
just
absolutely.
actually sometimes you have to just get it out of your system, right? Like this is going to haunt me while I'm trying to
Yeah.
record a
Yeah.
proper take. So
Yeah.
let's just do this.
Yeah,
take.
get it out.
Yeah, or to ruin future takes. And sometimes I would say, literally, I'm so sorry. I've been holding on to a swear for so long. I need to do it now. And we'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then we would do that take, and everybody would be fine, and we'd move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But there were some PG outtakes.
Yeah, and then some.
Some G outtakes.
Yeah,
G.
that's probably. Well, yeah. There you go.
G.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
Oxnard, the
G.
great thing about Oxnard the hamster is he was such a klutz.
Oh, that was one of my favorite. This wasn't
So
an
that's
outtake.
what was just totally.
There was one moment, I think it was toward the end of the series of Hamtaro, where Saffron did. It was literally just Oxnard running and trips and falls, and she did this thing I couldn't begin to recreate it. You just did this, hey Hamtaro, no, boom, and you did this sound that had us peeing our pants for ages. Every time we came back to it, recording somebody else, we'd watch it and we'd bust a gut again. And I was brokenhearted in the mix. I think it was kind of lost. It was there, but a little bit buried. But it was, I think, possibly the best thing you've ever done.
That's so good.
Everything else,
That is so good.
throw it to the wind. That moment.
He was
Absolutely
a really
defining.
funny hamster.
What was your
we-
favorite? Oh, sorry.
Funny hamster.
What was
I was going to ask her what her favorite episode was from BLT, Saffron. Dragon Ball BLT. That's from David.
I feel like the episode where, and I've posted it on my TikTok somewhere, a little clip of it, where Goku is like experiencing like falling off a cliff into the water, and then goes to get his well, I need a fish. He like comes up out of the water. I need a fish or something, or lunchtime or something like that. And then he like gets up onto this little bank and there's a fish and his fish is hopping around. He's like, don't go anywhere. It's lunchtime or something.
Oh, I love
and
it.
I just, the innocence and that was not my best Goku. But anyway, if you look at those first episodes where he's just sort of getting acclimated to his new surroundings, and in that episode, I think he meets Bulma as well, which is great because he's carrying this big fish and hits her car with it or something. Anyway, he and Bulma encountering each other is great. Now, I realize there was a lot of pervy stuff that happened in that episode in the OJ, and we did not do the pervy stuff, and I was glad I didn't know about it until this year because I found out. I was like,
She's just
"What?"
found out, folks.
No, I knew that they covered up Goku's privates with like a chair.
Right.
Because they showed us how they did that. Like that
Yeah,
chair
yeah.
did not used to be a chair.
Strategically
And then Karl
placed
told me
items.
the actual how the scene had been altered, but I did not know.
Kind of like was it the Home for Infinite Losers? That whole thing. Mm. The guys with hell on their shirts, but that wouldn't wash, so they went to painted. It was the bad guys cohorts, the comical bad guys.
Yeah.
And they changed hell to HFIL, and they called it the Home for Infinite Losers. I think that was just purely.
You got to
I
do what you
can't
got.
imagine the work that went into that.
No, I was
I
just
know.
thinking like,
The
how do you
painting.
kill that one up?
I know.
Yeah.
So
Which is
like,
funny as hell.
Yeah,
But,
it is
you know.
funny if you know it, if you understand.
Yeah.
But it's funny all those changes that were made. But those episodes I thought were beautiful and innocent, and we redid them at Ocean. I think. I think we redid a bunch of it.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been asked to do another quick shout out to Scarlett DeVillo 009.
Oh.
Can you do my favorite quote from Super Boo? So, Hotshot, you want to fight Majin Buu? I hope that worked. I hope that served as well as I could.
That was not small.
Wasn't, I know.
No.
That's great. Oh, Barry Watson's brother worked on painting those edits.
Yeah, he might have, and I think
Trippy Cascade.
yeah,
That was cool.
yeah, I forget his name. I don't think I ever met him.
It's 1:00. I get to sign something. Anyway, keep talking.
okay.
This is for
David,
Alex. This is for
Check it
my
out. Look at this
pony.
beautiful piece she's going to sign for you right now.
Pony.
It's going down as we speak.
Yeah.
David, you've asked for Dr. Giro.
I'm looking for Android
need a good pony
17.
quote.
Find me what I'm looking for now, or pay the price.
What was it like recording Project Arms as White Rabbit? Awesome! Thank you for bringing that up. It was just such a completely different voice that I'd done from the gambit of everything else I have in my repertoire. So it was a nice change not to go in and blow my voice out every session. He was quite an easy voice to do and quite relaxing for that matter. So yeah, thanks for bringing back memories. I really enjoyed that very much. Anyone met by David Kay by chance? And we are all good friends with David Kay.